Now let's get into some real talk. It's time for story time, everyone. Why don't we just dive right on in? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So for this video, what I thought we would do is we would try some more quizzes that are based off of the Government of Canada's website. So last video, we did the career ones that are more focused on like what careers would be best for you. This time it's more about your own personality and kind of like where your intelligence is and like where your smarts are and stuff like that, and to kind of like mesh it more towards mesh it more towards like what kind of jobs would be best depending on your personality. So I'm curious to see what the results are going to be. So why don't we just dive right on in? All right then. So we're going to go into this one. So discover your learning style. There are several ways to learn. This quiz is a good first step in exploring how you learn. It will help you figure out which of the 3 learning types you are most like: doer, listener, or seer. All questions must be answered. Well, let's get started. So there's a middle, a rare, or a usual. You remember better from lectures with explanations and discussions. Yes. You learn information more easily if it's written on the board. Not really. You like to take notes and write down information. Absolutely not. I'll do it, but I don't like it. You enjoy the use of posters and models in the classroom. Yeah, I don't mind that. You need verbal explanation of diagrams and graphs. No. You enjoy working with... Actually, yes, I do. I've learned that a bit more about myself. You enjoy working with your hands. Nah. You enjoy making graphs and charts. No. You're able to tell if sounds match when presented with pairs of sounds. Yes. You remember best by writing things down several times. Yeah. You can follow directions on maps. Yes. Partner would say otherwise, but yes, I can. Just kidding. I do better at academic subjects by listening to lectures and tapes. You like to play with coins, keys, pens, or other objects when learning. No. You learn to spell better by repeating the words out loud than by writing them down. Okay, dog, D-O-G. Dog, D-O-G. I prefer writing them down. You understand a news article better when you read a newspaper than when you listen to radio. No. You chew gum or snack when you study. Depends. You feel the best way to remember something is to picture it in your head. Yeah. You learn how something works by taking it apart and putting it back together. No. You would rather listen to a lecture than read the same material in a textbook. Yes. You're good at solving jigsaw puzzles and mazes. Yes. You gripped objects in your hands while learning. Yeah. Okay, you prefer listening to the news on the radio than reading about it in a newspaper. Yeah. You prefer to get information by reading about it. No. Actually, no. You enjoy classes with physical activity and movement. Depends. You follow verbal directions better than written ones. Depends. All right, so my learning style is hearing. You need to hear information and learn best from lectures and conversations. So 69% in hearing, nice. Visual 50%, doing 44%. Okay, not bad. Let's go to the next one. All right, reflect on your work values. Your values are important clues to what kind of work and work conditions you would like. This quiz can help you find out your work motivations, your preferred work settings, how you like to interact with others, and your work style. All questions must be answered. Okay, so again, not important, middle, important. Your work motivations. So the idea of making money motivates you a great deal. Not really. You're motivated by work that allows you to help others either individually or in small groups. Yes. You're not interested in managing people. You're motivated by work that allows you to manage just yourself. No. Money is not as important to you as personal sense of satisfaction. I'm in the middle for that. You want work that absorbs you, even if it takes up leisure time. No. You're motivated by work that will improve the world. Yeah. It's important to you to get public recognition for the work that you do. Yes. You're motivated by work that will lead to a management position. Not necessarily. You want work that leaves you leisure time for your family and friends. Yes. Oh, there was a problem. Oh, did I miss question 2? I chose one. All right, weirdos. Your preferred work setting. You would like to travel and experience different cultures and places. No. You want a calm, peaceful work setting. Yes. You would like to work outside all or some of the time. No. You like work that is physically challenging. No. You prefer indoor work. Sure. You want work that challenges your intellectual capacities. To an extent. You want work that doesn't involve travel. To an extent. You enjoy a workplace with lots of fast-paced activity. To an extent. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're on how you like to interact with others. You like to work independently with little or no supervision. Depends. You like work that lets you persuade or negotiate with others. Yes. You like to compete and put your skills and abilities against others. Yes. You would like to work with the public. Yes. You want work where you set and meet your own personal goals. No. You want work where you get to interact with a team or other people. Yes. You prefer to work away from the public. Depends. You want work where you can influence the attitudes or opinions of others. Yes. Your work style. You like work where you can solve problems and decide how things should be done. Yes. You enjoy work that has fixed hours and a set schedule. Somewhat. Like, I want it to be flexible, but I guess flexible on my terms, not for someone else all the time. You want work with responsibilities that change frequently. It depends. You want work that lets you use your creativity to think of new ways to do things. Kinda. You want the freedom to work to your own schedule. Yes. But not necessarily. I can cut my schedule to meet someone else's if need be. You enjoy work that requires attention to detail and accuracy. Yeah. You prefer a work situation where your responsibilities are the same every day. Not necessarily. You want a work situation that's exciting and how pressured. Depends. Let us see. So, my work motivations. You want work that absorbs you, even if it takes up your leisure time. You're motivated by work that will improve the world. You're motivated by work that will lead to a management position. You want work that leaves you leisure time for your family and friends. Well, 2 of those are contradicting. So, your preferred work setting is you want a calm, peaceful work setting, and you prefer indoor work. How you like to interact with others. You like work that lets you persuade or negotiate with others. You like to compete and put your skills and abilities against others. You like to work with the public. Want to work where you get to interact with the team or other people. Want to work where you can influence the attitudes or opinions of others. My work style. You like work where you can solve problems, decide how things should be done, and enjoy work that requires attention to detail. So those were my top important ones. My somewhat important, I'm not going to go into that. But interesting. So good to know. Clearly like the indoors, clearly like a peaceful setting. I like to be able to help improve things, get into management at some point. Also working with the public, negotiating, persuading, competing with my skills and abilities, things like that. Interesting. Let's go to our final quiz. All right, the best for last. Find out about your multiple intelligences. We're all smart in several ways. Research shows that people have 8 different types of intelligence, usually with strength in 3 or 4. Take this quiz to find out if you are more. Body smart, people smart, number smart, nature smart, self smart, sound smart, picture smart, word smart. Well, let's get into that. Okay, so describes me completely, doesn't describe me at all. You're a private person that likes your private inner world. Nah, it depends. You like to move, tap, or fidget when sitting. No. You work best, well, I'm gonna say no. You work best in an organized work area. Yes. You have a collection, shells, mugs, rocks. I have mugs and magnets, but I'm not like a collector. You work best through interactions with people. Yes. You like puns or other wordplay. Depends. You play music in your head. Yes. Actually, all the time. You understand color combinations and what colors work well together. Yeah. You feel comfortable and get positive reinforcement when dealing with language and words. Yes. You know similarities and differences in trees, flowers, and other things in nature. No. Also, why would I be doing that? Anyways, you make up a rhyme to remember something. Yeah. You have a few close friends. Yes. You enjoy team sports rather than individual. No. You enjoy math and or science. Nah. You participate in extreme sports. No. You enjoy completing crosswords and other word games like Scrabble. Yeah. Being around people energizes you to an extent. It's easy for you to follow the beat of music. Absolutely. You keep a thing's to-do list. Kind of. It's in my head though. You have strong opinions about controversial issues. I do, but I can have a conversation about it and see the other side more so. You are actively involved in protecting the environment. Not really. You read charts and maps easily. Yes. You're curious as to how things feel, and you tend to touch objects and examine the texture. No. You're well coordinated. I say so. Well, coordinated in what way? Like clumsy or coordinated like organized? So I'll go this way because I can be clumsy. You work best when the activity is self-paced. No. You remember things exactly as they are said to you. Kind of. I tend to amplify them. You like setting songs and poems to music. You like setting songs and poems to music? No. You enjoy digging for and discovering artifacts and unusual items? No. You prefer group activities rather than ones you do alone? Not necessarily. You have a good sense of direction? Yes. You like to take part in debates and or discussions? It depends on what the subject is. You keep time when music is playing? Yes. You like to watch the scenes and activities in movies? Yeah. Well, you like to ask why questions and seek clarification of issues and concern. Nah. You like working with your hands? Nah. You enjoy learning about different cultures? I do. You enjoy playing brain teasers and games that involve logical thinking such as Jeopardy and Clue? Absolutely. You're not easily influenced by other people. I usually make up my mind right away. I'll be open, but it does take a bit to be convinced. You prefer to be outdoors rather than indoors? No. You work best when you have a day planner or timetable? Yeah. You have vivid dreams when sleeping? Yes. You prefer writing long and short answer responses rather than multiple choice responses? No. You like planting and caring for a garden? No. You can hear an off-key note? Depends. Usually talk over your personal problems with a friend? Yes. You have a good understanding of your feelings and how you will react to situations? Yes. You prefer to be physically involved rather than sitting and watching? It depends what it is. You find it easy to engage in musical activities? Yes. You understand best by doing, touching, moving, interacting? No. You often raise questions concerning values and beliefs? Not about myself. You quickly grasp cause and effect relationships? Yes. You can anticipate the moves and consequences in a game plan, hockey sense, chess sense. Yes. You enjoy keeping a written journal and or writing stories and articles. I like writing stories. You enjoy solving jigsaw, mazes, other visual puzzles. Yes. You enjoy fishing and tracking. No. You enjoy sharing your ideas and feelings with others. Yes. You enjoy creating things with your hands. No. You like to read a lot. Kind of. You feel proud of your musical accomplishments. I don't have any musical accomplishments. You learn best when you can go on field trips to explore and observe nature exhibits, museums, and or outdoors. Depends. All right, last round. You're good at estimating. I've been told no. You work best in a cooperative group where you can discuss issues with people. I'd rather just tell people, but I can. You understand that you're responsible for your own behavior. Yes. Although I forget sometimes. You remember things best by seeing them. Not necessarily. All right, let's see. Okay. These are your strengths areas. They give you a sense of how you learn, remember, and understand things. Picture smart. You're able to perceive visual and spatial information and can create effective mental pictures. Architects, artists, engineers have this intelligence. Self-smart. You're able to distinguish among your own feelings, build accurate mental models of yourself, and draw on these models to make decisions about your life. People with strength in this intelligence are found in all walks of life. Number reasoning smart. You appreciate abstract relationships and can use numbers effectively. Scientists, mathematicians, and philosophers have this intelligence. Okay, so my highest was picture smart, then self-smart and number reasoning were 69 together. Nice. People smart, 66. Word smart, 63. Sound smart, 63. Body smart and nature smart are not my thing. What is body smart? You use all or part of your body to create products or solve problems. Athletes, surgeons, dancers, craftspeople have this. Nope. And nature smart. You can distinguish among classifying use features of your environment. Gardeners, florists, geologists have this. No. I want to see people smart real quick. You're able to recognize and understand the motivations and feelings of others. Teachers, psychologists, salespersons have this intelligence. That's why it's quite close to these ones. All right. I would say that's somewhat accurate. I would personally probably switch number and reasoning with people smart. And picture smart, I would probably put third. And it would go like self, people, picture. But the quiz doesn't lie. All right then. And there you have it. That was just some personality quizzes. Very interesting. The smarts, yeah, like I said, I could see it. Picture smart, self-smart, reasoning smart, mathematical, I guess, sure. Again, I still think people smart should be higher for me, but it was close enough, so not too bad. But apparently picture smart is the biggest one for me. Who would have thought? No, I found it super interesting. I'll try to remember to put the link in the description. But if not, just go on the Government of Canada's website. I'm sure you can find the quiz. They're free. They're very interesting. And if you're kind of just curious to know, so let me know down in the comments below if you decide to take the quiz and what your results are. And if you were completely shocked and astonished about my results. I honestly think they were quite accurate. But until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.